Hey, you're listening to the Boys Only podcast, the podcast where everyone is one of the boys. That means you. Listening to this, you're one of the boys. Unless we don't like you, unless we don't get along. But I'm sure we'll be doing just fine. We're just here, ready for another exciting episode. This is episode number 2. Isn't that quite a thrill? We've made it this far in life. I'm Cancela, and joining me on this exciting episode, it is Devin.
Hola.
And it is also Mikey.
Speaking of Mikey, let's talk about our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legend.
Oh, get out. Okay,
Just kidding.
like straight up, if anybody has it at the beginning of their video, I stop watching because I'm just so. Well, I just associate it with mediocre videos.
You're gonna be really upset when we do our mid-roll for Raid Shadow Legends.
I wouldn't. I would literally not do it. I don't care.
Well,
Like,
shit. I
even
guess
if
you're
they
off.
even if they gave you a blank check.
Well, it has to be quite a good amount of money.
They apparently pay a lot. I will say that.
Okay. Well, I guess
Um,
that's how they have so many sponsors then.
I
or
want to,
people
before we
who-
get too
yeah.
far into it, we can kind of say what our release schedule plan is, right? Question mark.
I mean, we could. What's our release schedule plan, Mr. Editor?
Tuesday. What? Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time.
You're not even confident about the release schedule.
Well, I'm wondering what you. I can get it out by then.
I mean, you edit
All right,
it. So
you're hearing it here right now. 4
Hear it
p.m.
right
Eastern.
now, folks.
YouTube, Spotify, maybe
Tuesdays.
Apple Podcasts when I
Tu-
get that working.
Tuesdays, be here for the new episodes. We're gonna keep them coming. The boys always keep the good times
All right,
rolling.
thanks for
right?
watching. join
Yeah,
us
yeah,
next
bye
week.
everyone.
Good episode.
So,
Bye.
Not to turn this into the Cheaper by the Dozen podcast, but
Number
last
2.
episode we talked about it. So I went and watched the first 2 or the only 2 movies just because we talked about it.
Oh my
and-
god.
It was actually amusing to watch them again because they're just like those kind of like family movies that are just full of slapstick. So they're kind of just, not very good, like very mediocre, but you're just kind of like, that was something I just watched after,
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
You
Like you
I
could
can't
tell, like,
believe you went and watched it.
but
Well,
like
I had to.
you could tell they're very obviously kids movies or family movies.
Yeah, like all those family movies always have like, here's the wacky moment where the music gets loud and the characters start chasing something and destroying things.
Oh, whack!
Or
So wait, what happened in
Oh.
the second one? Because the first one, the fucking ginger kid ran away because they made fun of
yeah, so the second one is like when they go to like the camp location and there's like a rival family, so it's like the competition of the dads.
him. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
With
like
that
and
guy
it's
at
the
the
summer camp too. Like
Don't they
And
have like
what's-
the broken down cabin? Don't they have like the really shitty one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the guy's name with the massive caterpillar eyebrows? Who's the other dad?
the Murdochs or his
The one
actual
from
name.
American Pie. Isn't he from American Pie?
Yeah, what's his actual name? I don't know. It
They
doesn't
do
really
that
matter.
internet
but
thing.
Eugene
He's
Levy.
just yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, he's just guy with massive eyebrows.
Yeah. Hey, it's
basically.
Eugene Levy.
There
Oh,
we
he has
go.
a son, Daniel Levy. Looks almost
gonna-
just like him.
This is only
That's
gonna matter
unfortunate.
for video portion, but I'm messing it up because I have to fix audio because I can't hear that well.
Well, there we go.
I'm just
But
letting
yeah,
that be known.
Amateur
I
hour
just-
right now.
after we talked about it, I had to go and watch them, just because So that's our bit of continuity. Don't worry, on episode 3, unless Devin rewatches them, we won't talk about it again. Or maybe it's
Okay.
our
All right,
maybe
no, we're
there's-
done.
may-
We're done. All right.
I'm not rewatching it. I can guarantee that.
maybe this is our opening segment. I don't know.
So
I'm guaranteeing that I will not be watching it.
so today is, as of recording, it's May the 3rd. Tomorrow is
It
May
is.
the 4th. Star Wars Day.
Oh,
The
yeah.
season finale of the Clone Wars is coming out on Disney
Oh
Plus.
my
Same
God.
with episode 9, The Rise of Skywalkers. I haven't seen The Rise of Skywalker. So
oh,
I'm-
you're in
you're
for
in
a
for a
real
real-
treat.
I know
Yep.
I've heard
Yep.
very bad things about it.
Yeah,
I've heard
everything you've
Adam
heard is
Driver's pretty
right.
much carrying the movie on his back.
Yeah, actually, compared to everybody else, if only I just wish they did his character better. I wish they did Kylo better in these movies.
Dude,
Maybe you should have did it better.
I kind of wish, like, just based off the first two movies, they more focused on his fall to the dark side, like how he got
Yeah, 'cause
seduced by Snoke, almost.
like that's actually like probably the most interesting part out of everything. Like he could have had a really good arc
Mhm.
and everything. Like, he actually had something interesting going on where he wasn't like totally evil or totally this or that.
So-
They totally misutilized everything they had and made an absolute mess.
Mhm.
with
So
all
if you
three
really
of
think
these
about it, Star
movies.
Wars, the new Star Wars movies are just an old man preying on like a young boy.
Pretty much. It's like the first episode.
Well, the old ones were the prequels were that as well though. The prequels
No,
are also an old
but-
man preying on a young boy.
That's true.
No,
yeah.
the prequels
no.
were trying to be unique in a way though too. It was trying to. It was like it showed a whole different side of like
yeah.
the Jedi and like the Force.
And that-
No, it's just like
Y-
in any movie you could just say it's always about the emperor.
Well, yeah, if you
creeping on
really
the
think
young
about
boy.
it, because then the
Yeah,
Emperor is getting Darth
Who's really
Vader to go
who's
for
really
Luke.
the main character of this series?
Man.
The emperor. I mean,
The Empire
just-
did nothing wrong. They employed billions, possibly trillions. And when when
Yeah.
rebels blew up the Death Star, they killed billions of people. Just people working, living their lives.
Wow.
there's people who are going about their day to day. They didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Unemployment rate went and skyrocketed after that.
Straight up.
Did it skyrocket because all the people died?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
like
then
they're
there was nowhere
they're
else to work.
unemployed. They're unemployed, but they're also dead. So I don't know how that works.
I'd still count it in a census.
Oh, that's kind of spoilers for
Okay.
episode 4.
Yeah, wow. How could you spoil
Yeah,
that?
there's
movie?
no such thing as
I
Star
spo- I
Wars
spoiled-
spoilers.
Sorry, I spoiled episode 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
This man.
But
Like,
kind of going back to The Force Awakens, they tried so hard to like emulate episode 4, it seems like.
Oh yeah, big time. To me, like I thought the movie was good because they tried to just show that they would make a movie that had the feeling of the old ones, so they kind of played it safe with that movie to be like,
Mhm.
"Hey guys, look, this feels like a Star Wars movie."
It-
And so when you watch it, it was like, "Okay, cool," because it wasn't oversaturated yet.
It was a safe play. But like
Yeah,
they could have
and it-
done so many things better.
And like it's Star Wars, they could have done so much more. With
Where
it
are
as
you
well.
from?
Uh,
Nowhere.
Oh jeez.
Dude, they wasted Captain Phasma. I don't know if she appears in episode 9, but
I don't even remember.
7 and 8,
Who
like
was it?
Phasma, the one with the
the
chrome.
silver stormtrooper.
Yeah, the chrome armor. H8, yeah.
Let me think about that. I don't think so.
Like they hyped her up to be like. I mean, did they
So
even though like
cool.
even like they just showed like her armor? She has like fucking chrome armor.
Yeah,
you don't see that.
They
shit.
didn't really hype her up. They were more just like, look, she's shiny. That's cool. And people were like,
Dude,
yeah,
like,
that's pretty
how
cool.
how dope would it be if they kind of like expanded on the universe? Oh, they say salvage chromium, but like imagine
Well-
if they said like, oh, it's actually like part Beskar, like Mandalorian stuff, you know?
Yeah, I mean, in the comics, they expanded on a lot of this more. Like they had a whole.
But that's so stupid. In
story
the
arc about
comics, I don't
Phasma.
want to have to read like
Yeah.
other media to like get a story.
The Star Wars manga.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the problem with the new stuff is they put a lot of other details in the comics that you don't get in the movie. Like same with Poe, they had a whole 30-issue series about him. But then when you watch the movies, you don't really know shit comparatively.
And like, there's so
You
much
You
Even
should
stuff.
be
though-
able. You should be able to watch the movies and know everything, like all the details about the characters and everything, and not have to read other material.
Hmm That's dumb.
But yeah, they just messed it. They had no direction for the entire trilogy. They had no idea where they were going, so it was just a total jumbled mess.
Hmm
And it's just weird to see that, even though I didn't like Avengers Endgame, they still kept that series very confident. Like all the Marvel movies, they kept in order, and they made like a very tight series with all those movies.
Yeah, and
So
like
it's just weird. It's weird they mishandled Star Wars so
they were
much.
so consistent with it too. Like Marvel's like super consistent.
Yeah.
There's only like a handful of bad Marvel movies.
Yeah, and they had their own formula with the movies and everything.
Hmm
And they even though I didn't like Endgame, they competently built up to it with all the movies.
hmm
My problem is I like standalone movies more than ones that feel like part of a series. So my favorite superhero movies are like ones that are individual.
But I feel
like
like that's
original
kind of the
Superman
point
and
of
stuff.
like the Avengers. It's supposed to be like this
Oh,
big
yeah, yeah.
extravagant event, almost like a Super Bowl. Like, hey,
Yeah,
look at all of our big hitters. Look at us throw all this money. Come
Yeah,
see
and
it.
it's supposed to be like something that you never saw in movies before, kind of thing.
And I
Well,
think
I
that's
know.
and
pretty.
that's true.
I honestly think that's pretty dope. Like, movie-wise and storytelling-wise, like having this massive expanded universe.
It's a big spectacle, yeah. Because like I mean, again, there's nothing like Endgame before, where you spent 10 years watching all these movies and then it ends like that.
Yeah, it,
So
it
it
just
is, it's
continues.
definitely its own thing.
You want to know my little thing with Marvel and Avengers and all that?
Yeah.
I saw Iron Man 1. That's it. I have no fucking clue with
I mean,
any of that shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Iron Man was good, but I only watched it once. I really liked that movie when it came out, but
I actually
only
watched my
it once.
third Marvel movie today,
Which one?
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool doesn't count.
It's a Marvel movie.
Yeah, but it doesn't count. It's not part of the series. You know?
Yeah, but you know what? It's a Marvel movie.
What'd you think
Oh,
of
okay.
Juggernaut?
Fucking, he was there. And then they just started punching him in the dick a lot.
They did a bunch of clips where like they did the voiceover. I'm the Juggernaut.
He
And it
literally
made the
got
scene so much better.
yeah, no, but he literally just got like punched and kicked in the dick a lot.
True.
I've just been watching like random fucking things I see on Netflix. Like, I watched the first 2 Trailer Park Boys movies.
I didn't really like their movies. Like I love the show, but I found the movies to be very lacking.
The first movie has one of the best lines ever,
What was that?
by Bubbles, when Ricky wakes up and the cats are in his car, and he's like, "Smell 'em, smell like cigarettes." I don't know. I really loved that line
The first movie's weird though. Like it's very grainy looking. Like it's filmed
because
on
it's from like
something. really
isn't it
weird.
from like the end of the 90s? Isn't it like 99?
Oh, I don't know. They just filmed it on weird cameras, like different kind of cameras. But I think Countdown or no, Don't Legalize It. Don't Legalize It was the one that I liked.
Which one was
movie
Is
I
that the
liked.
third movie?
Oh, I don't remember.
It's
It's
'cause I watched
the one where
I watched the movie and Countdown
the
to Liquor Day.
Scarface one. Oh, no. Okay. How many movies did they make? 4 or 5?
They have like 4 or 5, but then they only have like 3 that are like a series of movies. The other ones are just kind of there.
Right, because the first movie isn't connected to the series really at all, right?
No,
I spent way too
Like
long to find that link.
I
Oh,
can't
the
play
Juggernaut.
video on here.
Oh,
I
you
don't have
can't.
it recording audio because we
shit.
record the audio weird.
No, Trailer Park Boys is definitely one of those special TV series that I think holds a dear place in all our hearts.
Canadian
Before I get-
classic.
Before I get
Yeah.
called out for being an idiot, the first movie was 2006, not late 90s. I don't know where I got that from.
I mean, I just kind of blindly agreed with you without actually looking it up as well.
Rest in
I
peace,
don't know where
John
I got that
Dunsworth.
Yeah, really.
Man,
Fucking
it sucks.
Leahy.
How are they gonna continue the series without Leahy though?
They made the animated
They
show.
can't. Yeah, but they can't do it without him because he was such an important
Mm-hmm.
person in the series.
Can
And-
Randy just get like super drunk all the time, even though he kind of
Yeah.
is already?
Yeah, he would just be grieving the entire season if they made another
Yeah,
one.
so just make him super drunk and just like driving around. Get him to drive the old car from like the early seasons. It's all destroyed.
I still just love the episode where he was hooking for cheeseburgers.
Randy, you hooking for cheeseburgers? Man's gotta eat.
Yeah. Oh god, I love this show.
And all the fucking like Rickyisms too. Like it's like a fucking
Yeah.
tropical earthquake blew through here.
And then what was it? Is that your or no? What's your mating name? That was one of my favorite.
Mating
ones.
name.
Yeah.
From the newer season, engagement hurts.
Oh.
I need to get her an engagement hurts.
Yeah.
What else is there? Fucking Rocket Appliances.
Rocket Appliance. Worst case Ontario.
Water under the
Oh, that's
fridge.
classic. That's classic.
Corey, Trevor, smokes. Let's go.
Oh,
In-
man.
In the movie, I forgot Jacob's been in the show for like a long ass time.
Yeah, he was like when
he was in like the first 2 movies.
And he was
Yeah,
like the cashier at the gas station too.
Yeah, but
like, early in the show.
he works with Phil Collins.
Yeah, he's his son.
Yeah, I just never really put it together till late. I just thought they kind of like put him in late because I don't remember him that much.
I know he's the ultra of the show. It makes it even weirder, like when you think about it, because like he's already a man in like the early seasons,
Yeah,
and Trinity's just a kid.
watching
and then,
the first movie and then going to the second movie because there were so much like time in between them. Trinity goes from being a little kid to literally being like 18, 20s or
straight
something
up.
like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
One of the things that I did like from the new seasons though was it when she had a kid and it was called The Motel.
Like-
Yeah, because it was Mo, because it was born in the motel.
Yeah.
like when
That-
Netflix took over, the show kind of like jumped the shark. It's not as
It
good.
yeah. I mean, because
still
it
kinda
lost
funny.
the appeal. The appeal was that it was such a low budget and shitty thing that felt real. Like the first seasons feel like these are real people,
Yeah, like
and then they
it straight up feels
they
like it's
developed
just
it.
shot on the streets with like a minimal budget.
they developed their characters too much,
Mhm.
and they kind of just repeated the same.
Yeah,
thing
and then they started
a lot.
recording on like sets. You could tell.
Yeah, and the Netflix. I like the first season they did for Netflix. I thought that was okay, but then it just got worse and worse.
Which one had
with
like
just,
Snoop Dogg and all the other celebrities?
The newer
oh
Netflix ones.
jeez.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the one where who was the celebrity that really liked Ricky and he dressed up as Ricky?
Tom Arnold.
Yeah.
I don't know why I remember that.
It's like the most weird. It's the weirdest thing ever. Just how he shows up in his like button up and everything.
Like he's the last person you'd expect to show up on the show, in my opinion. I think.
Fuck.
Well, I mean he's a comedian, so maybe not, but still.
Good. It's a good series.
No, yeah.
It's I guess like Trailer Park Boys.
I like
is
it when
now
they,
more like Letterkenny. People go for Letterkenny more than they would Trailer Park Boys now.
Well, it's also newer too.
Yeah.
But I like when their episodes there. You could tell they're in a Zellers.
Oh
It
yeah.
just brings me back.
And they in Fubar too. They're in a Zellers as well. I always love when you see that. It
Shout
really
out
makes
Zellers.
it classic.
Zellers wouldn't close in the pandemic.
No, they wouldn't. They'd be here serving us.
Zellers
that
wouldn't run out of toilet paper.
Okay, would the Zellers family restaurant be on Skip if it was still around?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Their milkshakes are
That's
pretty
a
good.
very like
I still remember their milkshakes because they came in like those tall plastic
They came?
cups. Yeah,
they came in a
the
tall
milkshake.
plastic cup for you.
The milkshake
Calls it a
came.
milkshake.
Zeddy, what are you doing?
Can you never say that again, please? Can I ban
Yeah,
you
I
from
know.
saying
Chris, I have a real question for you.
What's that?
Yankee or brim?
Oh,
Yeah,
kid. Oh,
Yankee with no
you
brim or brim with no Yankee?
You.
Or no brim, no Yankee?
It's not even that funny.
Yankee with no brim. You like?
I think I'm a no brim kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm Yankee
Yeah,
with no
no
brim. I
brim.
think.
Okay. Where did that actually come from though? Like,
The eBay ads, I think. Pretty sure.
No, it's
Yeah, like some-
there's a dude. He takes a video of
you
a
didn't
guy.
even like
He's
look
like,
at the picture I sent.
oh, I didn't even see it
You
actually
didn't
come
scroll.
up. There's nothing there.
What? I sent something.
Oh, you sent it in a different.
Oh fuck! Oops.
It's
good
this
job.
dude. Fuck, you know what? I can turn audio on for the recording for a second. I just gotta hope it doesn't double shit up.
Let's take another shot. Oh fuck! That's fun. Ugh.
Okay,
Listen
whenever I
to
get a
Mikey
video
die
playing,
live.
whenever I get a video playing, none of us can talk. That's the unfortunate part of this.
Fair enough. At least audio listeners will be able to hear it.
It's the law.
Okay, so if I go,
We don't forget about you, audio listeners, video listeners. We're here for you. Whatever way you listen, you're still one of the boys.
okay, I hope this isn't super loud. One more second. Fuck. It was muted.
Amazingly, I
Okay.
didn't hear it at all.
10 out of 10. Oh, you guys might not be able to hear it.
Yeah,
There.
I can't hear. I think this is way too elaborate just for a stupid video.
I can send it to you guys. You guys can listen to it on your own. I'm
Okay,
playing it
I'm-
on here.
Yeah, I'm playing it on my own.
Good. I'm good.
Okay, I'll.
I mean,
The dude's
Whoa,
got a hat.
Yankee with no brim.
Yeah, he's got his Yankee with no
I guess-
brim, dude.
I guess it's more funny that they describe the hat as a Yankee and not just a hat.
And then
Like they don't just say hat with no brim. It
and
has
then
to be
people just
Yankee.
like mixed it around and they're like, "Whoa, brim with no Yankee."
Yeah,
Dude, it's funny that he's wearing it backwards.
Oh
Right.
god, it's the best fucking thing I've ever seen.
Fuck
It's created some real good memes.
it.
What about a visor with no brim?
When it's the headband.
Headband with
Yeah.
no brim.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess
headband
whenever
with no brim.
whenever you have a headband on, you're just wearing a visor with no brim. Then
If you ever wear a headband, I'm going up and just be like, "Whoa, visor with no brim."
when's the last time you saw someone wear a visor anyway?
People at McDonald's.
When I watched
Oh,
Chicken by the
right.
Dozen 1 a month ago.
Yeah, and those kids, they had like the most 2000s looking kids
Yeah.
in that movie.
Those
Or those like
bullies.
spiky-haired twin kids.
Yeah, and they wore the visors upside down.
And
Yo,
they had that.
sounds like
They had that.
Backstreet Time.
Guys, Cheaper by the Dozen was such a 2003 movie. They had a Simple
Well,
Plan
yeah, it
song
came out in
the soundtrack.
2003. What do you expect?
I know, but
Wait,
like it was so 2003. It hurt, you know.
You're so 2008.
2000
fuck.
and late.
Yeah, got it.
You started it. You couldn't even remember
I
it.
said the wrong thing first. I'm
Oh.
2008. You're 2000
You
and late.
2000 and late. Right.
Fuck. You know what
Nothing
I'm trying
like-
here?
Nothing like dating the song to current
Trying
year.
not very hard, apparently. Like, jeez.
Wow. Are you trying to say I don't try?
Yeah.
You sound like
That's ex-
a no brim, no Yankee kind of guy.
No, I'm Yankee with no brim. Whoa, look at Yankee with no brim. Fuck.
That has been the meme review segment of the podcast.
Meme review.
Yeah. That's exactly what we're doing.
I can't believe that man now just sits in the corner of his room on the floor. Do you?
Who?
PewDiePie, man. I watched a
Oh,
video recently. He just sits in the corner of a room on the floor.
Oh, does he? I
Yeah.
don't even watch PewDiePie. I don't know. What
I don't
he does,
either.
but-
It pops up every once in a while, and I'll
Wow,
check it out.
Curtis hates PewDiePie confirmed.
Wow.
Are we starting beef 2020?
Or imagine if we started being like,
Boys Only
what
Cast
is-
versus PewDiePie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want this beef.
Yeah, we can't handle it right now. We definitely crumble. It would be absolutely.
Then how
terrible.
would our Raid Shadow Legends mid-roll happen?
Yeah, they would just cancel that shit right away.
God.
Damn.
Yeah, got him.
I got him good. I got him good.
Yeah, you got him good. He's losing subs already. His
Yeah, like,
career's over.
Time for
We
another
just
shot.
have that kind of influence for sure.
I can't believe you would just say that about that man.
So, what have you guys been eating recently?
The same thing I eat every day of my life.
Pussy.
What is that?
Yeah, fat
Oh,
pussy.
get out of here!
Fat
No,
butt pussy.
now everybody listening won't know why that bothered me so much. But
'Cause you're a pussy.
Pussy
get out and
boy.
stop.
Pussy
Get
with
outta
the apple bee emoji.
I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to talk about food we've been eating recently. It's kind of
I just
everyone.
I just eat chicken and rice like burritos all the time.
Yeah, like straight up,
Is
like
that it?
I just eat the same thing. Like, I literally meal prep the same thing.
Because
for a
I
whole
try
week.
to. Well, but recently, with times how they are, I try to make it interesting. So when I go, I want to get like a bunch of stuff to like have some
Yeah.
variety and make lunchtime exciting.
if it's frozen and comes in a bag, I'll eat it. After cooking.
Fair enough. It's
obviously.
it's always
You
the
want to
safe-
make your
always
food
safe bet.
exciting. I really think you need to go spend some time outside. You need to get
Well,
some fresh air. I think you're
Sure,
losing
maybe.
your fucking mind.
But you know what I found? When you have frozen okay, so you guys know how they have the 48 pack of waffles now, you know?
Sure.
It's probably like the greatest
Are
value
those
of all
like
time.
big boxes? Like with the heavy
Yeah.
duty cardboard? Yeah.
What was that?
And-
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
buddy.
Hold
Think-
on. Before we continue, what kind of Eggos do you buy?
Blueberry.
Okay. I was gonna say
Blueberry or
if
plain?
if you buy original over buttermilk, you're fucked.
Buttermilk or chocolate? Chocolate chip. Easy.
Not man, you don't want chocolate for breakfast. That's
Yeah.
like no.
Well, normally the only time I eat Eggos is like the random
Yeah,
weekend
like-
when I'm like really.
If I'm
Gone.
looking for a snack, the chocolate chip Eggos. If I'm looking for something to kind of like more breakfasty, I'll have like a regular Eggo.
Right.
Like
I
a
won't even
buttermilk
put
Eggo.
Fair
syrup.
enough.
I won't put syrup on the chocolate one. I'll just fucking toast that shit and just slap it
No,
in my mouth.
I mean, I don't put syrup on waffles anyway. And see, you guys are saying Eggo. I don't get Eggo. I get the other brands.
Great value.
And great value.
That
No, I
Walmart
don't.
brand.
No,
That's so
Um,
shitty.
Actually, Walmart.
the
brand
Walmart
shit's
brand's
not,
not
bad.
good.
It's not bad.
There's the one that's Superstore. I don't remember. I don't know if it's No Name. I don't think it's No Name or not
President's Choice.
Oh, I don't remember. But I'm just saying, when you got 40-pack waffles, you got to make it interesting. So I found when you put them in the air fryer, if you put it at like
What?
350.
Oh, Mikey doesn't know what
If
an
you
air
put-
fryer is.
No, I mean I
if
just
you-
never thought of Eggos in an
Oh.
air
Yeah.
fryer.
If you set the air fryer to 350 for like 3 minutes, the Eggos taste way better than putting them in the toaster.
Okay.
Like, like,
Um.
the texture, everything about it is way better, and it's not burnt.
This is a super sweaty, fat, greasy way. Is you get your Eggos, you butter both sides, you get a pan, you fucking
Oh,
fry
no.
that shit in the pan, get both sides brown and crispy. Oh my god, it gets
You
nice and
guys are-
crispy. And what you could do is like
Fair
it,
enough.
it makes it nice and crispy enough that you can use them as like almost like a sandwich. So I throw bacon in there. Sometimes I like scrambled
that-
eggs.
You guys are
Not
greasy.
You're
You're
really making
greasy.
it greasy now. I thought
Dude,
the air fryer was
I love
greasy.
greasy breakfast. The greasier the better, man.
I either have like my breakfast is like either a muffin, if there's some, or a piece of toast.
Yeah, lately I've just been sticking with like 2 pieces of toasted peanut butter because I can't eat
just
that
have
much in
one.
the morning.
I just have one.
Oh, you're like that too. Yeah, like in the mornings I can't eat a lot. Like I struggle to eat anything really.
Yeah, like I wake up and I don't even, if I drink too much water, I feel like barfing for some reason. Like there's like a wall of phlegm that needs to
What?
disintegrate.
Excuse me.
I was
I-
following you until you said a wall of phlegm. I think you're.
Okay,
I think you
maybe
need to
that
go to a
wasn't-
doctor.
Did you ever wake
No,
up and your
no.
wall is covered in phlegm?
That's not what I meant. I just meant
This
sometimes
man's
you.
phlegming it up.
I just meant sometimes when you wake up in the morning, you feel like you can't eat that much. Like there's something like you feel
No,
like gross.
It's like I just feel like it's because like because you haven't eaten in like 8 hours, so your stomach is shrunk.
yeah.
Like I think it's because your stomach is still kind of in that small state. Like it's
Okay, that
physically
makes
hard to
sense.
eat. That's what
I
that's
just-
what I think it is.
I just
Yeah.
don't eat a lot because I normally just save everything till the end of the day. I like fast my days, for the most part.
Like
That's dangerous.
I don't
Well, man, I gotta lose weight.
I used to fast, but like I noticed like I'll get a really sore stomach a couple hours into my day. So what I've done instead of eating, I just have like a 2-scoop protein shake.
That's what I
And
do.
does-
I have my
that
piece
actually
of
wo-
toast
that actually
and
works?
protein shake.
Yeah, because you get like 2 scoops, like that's 40-50 grams depending on the brand,
Oh.
plus the
Mine
milk.
is,
And that's like and if you're
oh, I
supposed
don't
to have
use
like
milk.
it's recommended you have 1 gram per body weight or something, just if you're in like relatively healthy shape.
Yeah,
Oh.
mine I have 50 grams of protein in the morning.
Protein.
Yeah, like I try at least start my day with that. If I don't, I'll feel like a piece of shit. But like
mean, that's a
I
very
also
good
I also
idea.
can't drink it too fast because if I drink it too
Yeah.
fast, it'll
What?
bloat my stomach and make me feel like garbage.
I bring mine to work and kind of like slowly sip it through the first couple hours, so it kind of sucks near the end because it's warm.
Oh
but
yeah, yeah.
whatever. I don't really care.
You gotta do
Slowly
what you
sip
gotta
it.
do. You have
Yo, I got
chocolate?
this. No, it's mint chocolate ice cream.
Ooh.
Fucking shit goes down so well when it's not clumpy and disgusting.
I have All Max chocolate.
I got this random brand. It was cheap.
Do you order online or do you get it?
I got it delivered from Popeyes in
Popeyes?
town.
Okay. Yeah.
Free
I-
delivery right now because of fucking COVID.
I still have like a 6-pound tub, so I'm good. Or no, did I get a 10-pound tub? I don't know. I have a big tub.
I have a 6-pound tub.
It's like I like the chocolate flavor, but like I kind of want to try something else, but I don't like any of other flavors pretty much.
It's always the chocolate's a hit or miss. Chocolate, it's either really chocolatey or
Mhm.
not chocolatey enough
Same.
Now I'm gonna
I-
be
for a lot.
I've had that with vanilla flavors. It's either vanilla is the best thing you've ever had, or it's fucking disgusting.
Hmm
I'm gonna be real for like a good minute there. I didn't know if you guys are talking about protein or ice cream.
Maybe both.
Dev is just like, I got this 6-pound tub delivered, chocolate flavor.
No, dude, this thing's actually called mint chocolate ice cream.
Oh, okay.
It's literally sorry, chocolate mint ice cream.
Because when you said that, I was like, that doesn't sound very good to start your day with like a bunch of ice cream and like a shake.
Just a fat bowl of ice cream to start.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
trying to
you meant
lose
that You
weight.
literally,
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah,
to lose
I-
weight. Let me just shove like a
Yeah,
1,000
so
calories in
it
for
didn't
the
make
morning.
sense. It didn't make sense when you're like, yeah, I put like that mint chocolate ice cream in there. So I was like, what are you doing?
To be fair, having like a shake where you or like an actual protein shake where you do like milk. Some people will put like peanut butter and stuff
Yeah.
in.
I've been thinking about doing that, but
I've
I
done it
don't
once.
I don't know
and
if
it's
it would
so good.
I don't know if it would be good in a handshaker bottle. I feel like
No.
with peanut butter it needs to be a blender.
It has to be blended.
Yeah, so exactly. I don't want to fucking dirty a blender. I'd rather just use my shaker cup.
Those are hints for everyone out there. Let's all get those gains. Is that
Get
what
them,
you call
yeah,
it?
get them quarantine
Yeah.
gains. Get quarant swole.
Corn swole.
It's funny,
swole-
like
Get swole-teened.
I see everyone like fucking memeing about gaining a bunch of weight. If anything, like I've actually been like losing weight.
The pair of shorts I'm wearing right now, I literally with nothing in the pockets, walking around the house, I have to like watch out or they'll just fall down. They're fucking too big. I hate it.
And then especially when you go commando.
God, I don't for that reason because all my shorts don't fit.
Going commando would be disgusting just in general. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Man, no,
Hate
going honestly working out commando sometimes. pretty
Yeah,
good.
okay, that's different. I don't do it at
and
the
you get-
gym.
what if you
I
get
work out
what if you get
at
like
home.
swamp ass though?
You shower after your gym
Yeah.
or after
Yeah,
your,
I guess.
after your workout.
You better not
You
use
don't
those
just like
shorts
sit in
again.
your stink and like be like, I smell nice.
And normal
is that what you do when you sit in your stink? You go, I smell.
Sometimes.
you're like the
Oh,
you're
dude.
like the do the roar kid from Shrek, but you're like I smell.
I smell.
You're like, I smell.
But honestly, sometimes it's like that. I'll work out and then I'll be like all tired out. So I'll literally just like sit on the couch, all sweaty, drinking my protein shake, and I'll be like, I'll smell my armpits and I'll be like, oh fuck, I stink.
Okay, that's
I-
kind of true. Cause sometimes if you like smell bad, you keep smelling because you're like, wow, I smell like shit. And then you're
Yeah, I know. It's like,
I
and you want to like
usually-
know how bad do you actually smell, and then you keep
like,
smelling.
yeah.
before I used to like do that. I would work out and then like lay in bed watching a movie or something because I was just like I don't feel like going for a shower. But now that I do it in the morning, I have to have a shower because I have to go to work.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Makes it
this-
so much easier.
It's probably vaguely gross, but when I worked at the pawn shop, there was a communal stick of deodorant. So if you've
That's
ever
Oh
got,
no,
my
that's
God.
fucking
if you ever,
disgusting.
if you
That's
ever, if
fucking
you ever
nasty.
forgot, if you ever forgot your deodorant, there was a stick on the top
No.
shelf that
Was-
you could
no,
just use.
Was this-
fuck that.
Was
if
this
you ever
a
forgot to
frequent
put it
issue?
on.
Did people often forget their deodorant?
Let's be real. The only person who ever forgot to wear deodorant was me.
If-
and
if
that,
I
that
ever
only would
forget-
happen like every now and then.
If I ever forget, which is a lot of
Did
the
you
time,
ever use the
I'm
communal
dealing
deodorant?
with it.
I did use the deodorant like twice because I
Oh,
needed
Oh
it.
my god, dude!
Because
You
it was
have-
bad.
Oh,
It's like
you're fucking disgusting.
okay, so like before I leave my house before work or anything, I'll always shower. I won't necessarily like wash my hair, but I'll always use body wash. I'll always wash my face.
Yeah.
And even like I'll shower and I'll still go out that day, and I'll forget to use deodorant, and I'll feel self-conscious. I'll be like, oh my god, I
Absolutely.
probably smell like absolute ass.
Well, that's why after I kept forgetting my deodorant, I bought a separate stick to keep in my backpack, so that would never happen again.
And, like,
If I forget it, like I'm screwed because I work in a place where it's like I'm normally wearing too heavy, like a heavy shirt and heavy sweater, and then I'm carrying shit all day,
Yeah.
so I'm sweating.
Yeah,
all
so
the time.
like you're smelly anyways, so fuck it.
But I mean, like
Yeah.
when I don't have deodorant, it gets pretty bad. Like I get home at the end of the day and I'm like, fuck. Like I feel bad for anyone who had to be near me.
Yeah.
Like I could like I don't mind like body odor. Like I understand it. Like it happens sometimes. Something I don't like is like when people like have very bad breath and it's very obvious.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
And I always have bad breath. I mean,
That's
mine's
something
probably
I'm
not
always-
very obvious because I don't get close to people. I don't go near people and go like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Well, you better not nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Social distancing. It's like
I'm
that SpongeBob episode when he has the bad breath. Hello.
Yeah.
While like
Yeah.
exhaling all his air.
Patrick, what did you have? Roast beef, some chicken.
I have the ugly.
Yeah, I love that episode.
Like that's
Where he melts the
that's
guy's
a newer episode
eyebrows.
too, isn't it?
No, Bad Breath was from the first 3
Oh,
seasons.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was.
It was an
newer.
early.
Yeah. Like SpongeBob's one of those shows like after the movie,
Yeah.
there were some good episodes, but it was pretty much like shit. Just like The Simpsons, after the movie it was just total downhill.
Mhm. But I mean, I'd say The Simpsons like golden age was like seasons like what 3 to 5, like 7 or something.
I don't even know the difference between the seasons. I just know that I stopped liking it after the movie.
Okay, I have to. Here it is. This picture. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. Oh, this is a Twitter thing.
The pictures of the changes in his design
Yeah,
throughout the
but
years.
okay. Look at this one from 2005.
I don't remember that.
What are
the
the
fuck?
eyes?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't
what
know.
happened in 2005?
I don't know.
Like,
He saw some shit though from 2005 to like
Well,
this was posted in 2019.
when you look at this picture, I do really like the first design for SpongeBob. Just like he was less rectangle shaped.
That's 2005, so that's after the movie though.
Yeah.
He saw some shit. Didn't he get squeezed between David Hasselhoff?
Yeah, dude, he got
Yeah, he
fucking
did get
sexually
his man boobs.
assaulted, dude.
Yeah.
He's fucking done.
Yeah. Like, let's be real. The SpongeBob movie like is almost a flawless film. Like, there's nothing wrong with the SpongeBob movie. It's actually amazing.
I don't know.
I-
It got 68% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I
Curtis.
kind of want to
But
see the
how?
new one.
Like the the new SpongeBob movie sucks.
Oh,
No, I want to see it because Keanu Reeves.
No.
Um,
No, the one that they made a few years ago was not good, but the original one was like that's actually a genuinely really great animated movie.
with
Alright,
the
I'll,
that we're
I'll
men.
read some of the rotten reviews for the SpongeBob movie. As
Okay.
a TV series, SpongeBob has proven to be quite entertaining in 30-minute doses. Stretching the running time to 90 minutes doesn't help raise the level of appreciation, though. A top critic
Oh,
says the
shit.
SpongeBob SquarePants movie takes on rather too much water during extended feature-length submersion.
wow.
These are all just a bunch of like 60-year-old guys who are not the demographic for SpongeBob.
Like straight up, it's like all old dudes.
Yeah, like we love the movie because it came out when we were kids, but watching it now, like it's still funny. It still holds
Alright,
up. Like
so-
where like
Kevin Carr at Fat Guys at the Movies says SpongeBob SquarePants is one of those newer generation cartoons where obnoxiousness has replaced bitter sarcasm and gross out humor has replaced violent slapstick.
I mean, cartoons are always obnoxious though.
Yeah, it's for kids.
Yeah,
Are
and
they trying
unless
to-
you watch like, have you guys ever seen the old Goofy cartoons? Like the really
No.
like I don't know if they're 60s. Like there was one where like,
Racist
like,
Mickey
when-
Mouse
like,
ones?
no, like it was after those where it was
Oh.
like Goofy. Goofy was like a normal guy. Like he didn't talk.
He was a
weird.
normal
he was like a
guy?
dad. Well, he was like a dad.
Are you
like,
saying?
and he had a wife and he had a kid that wasn't Max.
Are you saying just because he has a kid and a wife that he's a normal guy?
What?
What does that
You
say
can't-
about
you-
divorced dads in our society, Curtis?
No, I meant
Wow.
that.
Can't believe you're
I
saying
meant
that.
I meant that instead of going yo, he was like actually like doing stuff, you know.
Can you,
Hey,
and
can you
you
do
do
the
that
cover of?
impression again?
Can you do the cover of
Bring Me to
the
Life?
Evan song? Yeah.
Yeah.
With the goofy voice.
Yo,
Wake me up.
Wake me up, wake me
inside.
Wake me up,
Yeah,
wake me
save
up
me,
inside.
save
Can't
me.
wake up. Wake me up inside. Save me, save
No,
me from
but-
thee. That's all I
The-
get.
Nothing life become.
the old Goofy cartoon is funny. Like it had good like adult humor in it, and there was a whole joke like
Adult
that in that
humor?
one up. Well, not like a little more mature than a kid kind of thing, you know.
Bob's and Vagine.
No, not like that. Like there was jokes like when he opens the door for the milkman, like, well, because the joke is that he swaps, like he stays at home.
Oh, I've seen
when,
like
when usually
I've
his
seen
wife does.
screenshots of that.
Yeah, because the milkman comes and usually kisses his wife when he opens the door, so he kisses Goofy,
Yeah.
and then he does that face with the milk bottle, and then he keeps everyone who comes, like, the joke's obviously that his wife's like cheating on him, you know, like kissing everybody that comes to the door.
I'm sending it right now in the chat.
Oh,
Or-
are you?
There was a lot of good, clever jokes in that original Goofy cartoon.
Sending right now.
But yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I love that.
fucking this face is so good.
It is. It's such a good. Just like he's so stunned.
Curtis
Okay.
when he saw his first boob.
Oh, Get Out.
Get Out.
What's everyone's favorite Disney character, like animated character?
Honestly,
like that?
fuck Disney. I hate.
Okay,
Disney.
but like you. Okay, but like you have to choose your favorite. Like even if you hate Disney, like
Kylo Ren.
you know.
The Star Wars, the Clone Wars, Anakin Skywalker.
Oh my
No, I
God.
meant like the classics. Like, yeah, I hate Disney too, but I'm talking about like, you know, I like Goofy, I like Donald, like I like those like the characters of them, you know.
Oh fuck. From Mulan.
Dude, I
From
don't even know
Mulan.
Disney characters. Like, there's so many. Fuck.
Or no, not that one. Fucking
Dude,
Pocahontas, man.
fucking Lloyd in Space. I love that show. That show was
What is Lloyd in space?
good.
That
Lloyd
was
in
so
Space.
stupid.
Search of Lloyd in Space.
What is that, like some dog with a blog kind of shit?
No,
like,
it's Lloyd in Space. You not a fucking dog.
Yo, you never
Okay,
saw
Lloyd-
Lloyd in Space, man?
Lloyd in
You-
space.
Look at this. Lloyd in
Uh,
Space.
Oh wait, this is an old show. This is from
Yeah.
like 2001.
Lloyd in Space was awesome.
Okay, I recognize the character, but I
Yeah,
don't think I ever
it was
watched
like
this
a
show.
I just
Disney
remember this
Family
little
Channel
fucking.
show.
Oh my god, I need this. I just remember this little fucking
Okay, wait.
That's
cute little
nice.
grin.
A little fucking.
This
goof.
is crazy. Like looking this up, like it accesses a part of my memory that was there that I didn't know was.
Oh, they had the little
okay.
brain.
Oh yeah, he was a later character. And there's also that hermaphrodite character.
Whoa.
It was honest.
They had-
This show was honestly before its time. Like, there's a character that
They had
like
all kinds.
that didn't have its gender. It
Oh.
decided when it turned a certain age. So like, there's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of pressure, like saying, "Oh, should I be a boy or should I be a girl?" And it's like, holy fuck. I haven't watched it
And it had
recently,
to
but like
decide.
the idea of like the
Oh.
concept, that's so like forward thinking.
Remember the episode of SpongeBob where they're a married couple, SpongeBob and Patrick, and got to take care of the clam baby?
Not really.
That's
Kind of.
that's the one. Well, you know the meme where SpongeBob's ripping all and like the walls and all the
Oh,
diapers
yeah.
are there,
Mm.
and he opens the
Huh?
fridge. But the whole episode was amazing. It like SpongeBob turns into like a housewife, and Patrick's like the dad that goes out to work, and like he has a
He actually doesn't
briefcase
even
where,
work.
where he has like ice cream and spoons and stuff in his
Yeah,
briefcase.
doesn't he just go sit at his house watching TV?
yeah, he just watches TV, and then he's like, that's where the overtime that SpongeBob, where he's like overtime. God.
What about the Weekenders? Do you guys remember that show?
Yeah, that show is good.
Dude,
See,
I want.
are these all Family Channel shows?
Yeah, like Disney
yeah.
Family Channel.
Oh, was that Disney?
Yeah, it was
The
Disney too.
Weekend?
Yeah, like I
And
didn't.
Recess
watch
too on
this
top
many.
of there. That was another
Yeah,
good one.
Recess.
But
Uh,
apparently the
Recess,
Weekenders
yeah.
is gonna be
Kim
added
Possible.
to Disney Plus like this year sometime.
Oh, I'll watch that.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I'm
shit.
fucking
That
hyped
show
for
is
that.
good. You know what? This one's not Disney, but Rocket Power.
I didn't
Rocket
really watch
Power,
it.
yeah. Well, yeah, because
Rocket
when
Power
I
was
was a
good.
kid, I watched Nick stuff because we had American TV, so I just watched Nickelodeon before they. Because in the early 2000s, like in
Yeah.
Canada, there was just like YTV. There wasn't Nickelodeon.
Oh, yeah,
there
dude.
was just
Wasn't
YTV.
I
Nickelodeon
was-
mainly Cartoon Network?
Well,
no,
I
there
mean
was
like,
its own
Cartoon Network.
shows.
but
Cartoon
I mean
Network
like,
was Cartoon Network.
Oh,
but I mean like
fuck.
it had more American shows on it though too. Like
Yeah,
Like, you
and
couldn't-
it's- but-
it was a lot harder to get Cartoon Network on Canadian networks than it was in the U.S.
Yeah, so that's why we had American TV.
Yeah.
So I pretty much just watched Nicktoons, like,
I-
and some Cartoon Network, like Dexter's Lab.
Yeah.
I just watched a lot of Family Channel and Teletoon growing up. That was really it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of miss those old shows, like just like chilling out watching cartoons all day. Fuck.
Remember?
Yeah, like I like just or even just like stuff like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, like all those old shitty live action shows.
What was that handshake? They did the little handshake
Oh
thing.
jeez,
Yeah.
one time, Devin, you'll remember this in English class when the teacher wanted to play an episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and she accidentally played a YouTube poop of one of the episodes, and it was
what-
something like it opened with them saying something, I don't remember what it was. Like,
what grade was
bitch,
that?
Something or other. In grade 9.
Oh yeah,
Or-
yeah.
Yeah,
We
and
played
she-
some
and she played-
raunchy fucking video.
Yeah, like and she stopped it immediately. Like she meant to play an episode, but played a YouTube poop without realizing it.
oh, YouTube poops, man. Those are the best.
And yeah, it was like raunchy, like right off the bat, and it was
Yeah.
instantly like, oh, that's not it.
YouTube poop was like the best.
Yeah, like I made YouTube poop as well. When it's, I mean, mine weren't good or anything, but I loved it so much, like, cause it just had all like the classic, and it looked so easy to make because everyone just used the same clips, the same
SpongeBob
penis,
loses his penis.
and and all the Zelda clips. Like, my favorite one is "I wonder what's for dinner."
I don't
So what's
remember
for
that.
dinner?
Yeah, what's for dinner?
You don't remember that
Who
one?
touch of my spaghetti?
Somebody a touch of my spaghetti.
or what about you guys remember all toasters toast?
Wait, what?
Okay,
I don't
clearly
remember
like,
a lot of YouTube poop, to be honest.
maybe
I
this
never
is
really
all
watched YouTube poop. I wasn't.
this
that
is all
autistic.
2007 and 2008 era.
Yeah, that's before my time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that Mario video right there.
Oh.
Yeah, this is like I was all over this shit. Like YouTube as well. Like on old YouTube, they used to like, they really promoted YouTube poop a lot more. I remember they had a whole section on the
Because they
front
didn't
page
care
about
what
it.
was. They didn't care what was on
Yeah, but-
YouTube.
That's like when people talk about the golden age of YouTube, they talk about like Filthy Frank and iDubbbz and shit. But like to me, the golden age was 2007, 2008. Like that's when it was
Chocolate
really
Rain.
crazy. Yeah, because that's when it was actually like just people making shit, and you can and they had the remember.
Feel the pain.
Well, do you remember when YouTube had like videos that are being watched right now on the homepage, so you could see what people were watching?
That might have been around
Like-
when I wasn't watching much YouTube.
Okay, because yeah, I started watching YouTube in like about 2007, and that was the real golden age because you could put anything on there, and just any random person could make a popular video. Before it just started being all the, big
How many
creators
years old is YouTube
being
again?
promoted. 2005, I think,
Yeah,
was
it's
when the
pretty
first
old.
video
It's
was
been
uploaded.
around
So that
for a
was
while.
so it was just recently 15 years of the first video on YouTube.
Right, the me at the zoo
Yeah.
guy.
That's such a stupid video to be the first ever video, but
I
it makes
know.
sense because it was the guy who made
Yeah.
it.
It's like, what else are
Yeah.
you gonna upload? Like, hey, me in
Yeah,
my house.
exactly.
Me in my
What-
garage just got this
what,
new
what-
Lamborghini. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills.
Oh yeah,
But you know what I love more than this new Lamborghini? Knowledge.
Knowledge.
No, Curtis,
just
you'll
me-
remember this. Video
Yeah.
responses to
Oh,
to
absolutely.
videos, video
And you could
comments.
see, you saw on the bottom the video responses,
Yeah.
and people would actually like watch them. They were like a real thing.
I
Like,
remember
and
making
there
one.
was
with,
there was more of a community feeling. I remember when they introduced top rated comments, that was really controversial because now you just see the hottest comments, but before it used to be the most recent comments would be the only ones you
Yeah,
saw.
that shit was fire. I like that shit.
So it was less like a social media popularity kind of game, and it was more just like,
Dude, remember
I
when
don't know, it's
channels
people
could like
making
have
shit.
their own like little background things?
yeah, you can have your own background, you can have your own bio, you can put your favorite movies and shows
Even,
and stuff.
oh,
you-
where
like,
it was basically
personalized.
it was like a big old MySpace page.
Dude,
Well,
even,
it was
uh,
personalized.
yeah,
it was
YouTube
like you
awards
could make
too.
your own
Do you remember
thing.
those?
Wait, what?
YouTube awards? Like if you were like #1 in comedy in Canada or
Yeah, you would have like a thing on your channel. It would be like, yeah,
Oh.
number 48 Comedy Canada for this week,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Or
on
like
your
if
channel.
you had like a popular video, you could like pin like a more permanent award or some shit like that.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff like that, and obviously the when you watch some of those old videos, they're not as funny now because the humor was a lot different, and sometimes it
But like
doesn't hold up.
that's
like,
what was funny at the time though too.
yeah,
Like we're looking
and
back
when
now,
you-
like
when you're
we laugh
when
at
you're
some
younger-
of these jokes. Like
when you're younger, you kind of like some of the stuff that's more like yelling and more loud, like or just whatever.
Like,
is Pickle Rick gonna be
angry-
funny in a couple of years?
Probably not.
Oh God, I don't know. Or angry people, like angry people who ripped off AVGN and stuff.
No, what was that one? Angry German Kid.
Angry German Kid, yeah.
yeah.
was a
Those videos
classic
are
for you.
fucking hilarious.
Grandpa,
Smash
rest
his
in peace.
keyboard.
There was Angry German Kid, and it was like plays Gears of War, which made no sense because Gears of War was only on Xbox, and he's
Oh.
slamming a keyboard.
And then there were all the Hitler, like that one movie
Oh yeah.
where it
the
would just be
scene,
Hitler
just
reacts,
dubs,
and
yeah.
everyone had the subtitles.
No, at the
And,
999.
What did you guys ever see David Blaine's Street Magic?
Of
Those
course.
videos.
Yeah.
Those are quintessential videos.
Wait, are you talking about the meme ones or the actual
The-
ones?
The meme ones, yeah.
The meme ones
Or-
are funny, like where the dude
Yeah.
he's like, he like jizzes his pants, and he's like, oh man, he did it, and he's like, is it
Yeah.
still there? He looks down, it's not there. He's like, open your mouth. Come in his mouth.
Jesus. Or
He would
Oh,
just
God.
like
stare
when
at the
they when they
camera.
make like a $50 bet and like it's the home video. Hey, I owe your son $50 here.
Yeah. yeah.
And the son's
I
only just
remember-
a fucking baby.
Do you guys remember when Google Video was a thing too? People have videos that were too long, they would upload them to Google Video.
No.
No, I
So-
actually don't remember that.
Yeah, Google used to have its own video platform before they got YouTube and everything. So, and it would be a lot less like restrictions, so you can upload long videos and stuff like that.
So like Vimeo, basically.
Yeah, but it was like on Google. It was like
Yeah.
its own video.
It must have sucked because
thing.
Google bought YouTube. So
Yeah.
Oh, it sucked. It sucked big time. But people would just
It's
upload
like-
videos
I-
before the limit.
I find it amazing, like these billion-dollar companies, like they have like almost unlimited resources, yet they can't develop their own, and they'd rather just buy out.
Well,
Like
'cause that's
I
what
understand, I understand it's cheaper, but like still, like sometimes companies won't want to sell.
but especially with like something like YouTube, it's like, are you gonna just try and pull people from that platform or just buy it?
Straight up,
Yeah.
yeah. Like
With
it's a
stuff
tough
like
thing.
video,
But like
with
I think
video stuff.
I think YouTube was still kind of early enough at that phase. Like it probably could have been overtaken by a higher quality
Well,
one.
if you want to
Yeah.
put it this way, like when Netflix first started getting like really big, and there was no ability to compete with Netflix because they had everything at the time, not like now because they're shit now. Would it be easier to try and pull people from Netflix or just buy Netflix?
Hmm.
It
Yeah, like
that was
once
how
you-
it
once
was.
you start
Now-
building.
Yeah.
now it's like people can just make another YouTube, not really, but like stuff with like streaming. Like
No.
there's like
Well, like,
14 different streaming
That's the thing.
websites
I
that are
feel
all
like
popular.
I feel like on YouTube people are more willing to just jump off the platform if a better alternative came up, like if a more
Well,
consistent one came up.
peop-
Because like right now,
like,
what is there? Vimeo
on
is fucking
YouTube,
garbage.
everyone's been eating shit on YouTube like for the last like 10 years forever. Even before the adpocalypse and all that kind of shit.
YouTube,
like,
though,
it's
has its
constantly been
own-
people eating shit from YouTube itself. You
Yeah,
know?
but YouTube kind of has, it's like everyone has their own thing. Like the whole tech YouTube side, they have the Linus Tech Tips, they have Floatplane, which is their way to monetize.
Oh.
The gaming channels are just streaming, so like that's how they
Well, yeah.
make their money.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
they,
people
they all
people
have
had to
their
find their
background.
own way.
Yeah,
And that's what I hate about all the ads and all the and I hate when people have to like now like censor their videos or just stuff
True,
like that.
I-
Like because it and that is true. It was like I didn't realize that we were in a second golden age with like Filthy Frank and stuff like that, because nowadays, and it seems weird to say nowadays because it doesn't feel like that long that Frank would upload like new videos, you know?
Mhm.
you still get like every once in a while you get that kind of group that does some like partial raunchy humor, but nothing
But like
that
yeah, there's
Well,
it's
all
like the
those
old
all
days.
there's
those
nothing
all
been
those
that
guys
level. Like that level
No.
of funny. That's
no.
good, like good quality stuff too.
And it was perfect that Joji like stopped doing Filthy Frank before he turned into what like H3 and everyone is now, where they've fallen off so much
Mhm.
in quality and
Oh,
everything.
wow, calling out more people. You're just
Wow,
trying to
man.
Well, no,
you're
I'm
just
just
trying to
saying
get
it's,
us attacked here.
it's like Joji stopped doing Filthy Frank at the exact right time
Yeah.
before he ran it for too long and ran it into the ground, you know? Like he never had any controversies or anything like that.
I mean,
I
all of
think
his
I'm pretty
videos,
sure he did.
every single video
Well,
he uploaded
no,
was a
but
controversy.
I feel like
I know, but like not
I-
like a
I
controversy.
think
like he
Curtis
said
means
something
more
and people-
traditional controversy, like
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Like,
all
or
yeah.
the
like-
snowflakes.
or like a
Like in the
sexual assault or
community.
something, yeah,
Yeah, like, or like in the community, he didn't like
allegations.
he didn't make a podcast that took over his main content, and
He
he
didn't.
didn't stop doing.
Yeah,
Touch
like
a
he
kid,
he
you know?
didn't sell out really.
He didn't touch.
Yeah,
a kid.
exactly. Yeah, he just did his.
That we
He
know
just
of.
did his own thing.
He did
That
what
we
he
know of.
wanted until he felt like he didn't want to do it anymore, and that's when he stopped.
And that's the best content comes from people who do what they want to do, you know, and really like
Mhm.
put their heart into it like that, and not just try to make something that's
Well, like
Censored
monetizable.
crap.
Well, how
censored crap.
how
Yeah.
many shows like have faced like the verge of cancellation that that put out their best work, that like kept it
Yeah.
going. The Clone Wars, BoJack
Oh
Horseman.
Jesus.
Well, a lot of shows like that are more niche, but the people who like it a lot more because it's not like broadly appealing where a lot of other shows are like meant to appeal to everybody, so they're not as good because they're supposed to be general, you know, instead
Yeah,
of like
well,
appealing
there's-
directly to something.
A way I can put it, like the way I kind of understand it, is like, I don't want to talk about him, but Ninja, Fortnite man, because the meme. I remember him before Fortnite.
What you
But,
say
like, he
about
was-
me, you little
yeah.
shit?
He was literally just so out there, and then he got so popular, and he's literally like, well, I gotta change myself now.
Right.
And then now, if he goes like on some weird tirade of being an asshole, he gets like called out, and everyone hates on him.
And like that's understandable because from a business point of view, you want to maximize money, right?
but
You want to make as much
fuck
money as
it.
possible.
I want to. If I watch one of those top streamers, all I hear them is saying like, "Oh, f man."
Yeah,
What
but
the
like
f, bro, like fuck it.
not everyone has the same priorities. Some people care more about money than they do like.
Well,
Content.
it is a job. It is a job
Yeah.
for people like that, and they want to keep their job
Yeah,
and
you
keep
think,
making
yeah,
money.
Think about longevity.
But honestly,
Yeah.
I guess that's just me. I don't give a fuck. Like if
Well,
if someone doesn't like the fact that I
All right, say something awful right now.
yeah.
no
Yeah, bet you won't. Bet you won't.
yeah, hey, white people are bad.
Wow. Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
Devin, how are we gonna get a sponsorship from PragerU now?
You mean Raid Shadow Legend?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want someone to watch this on YouTube, get a Raid Shadow Legends YouTube ad, and then have to hear it from us. Like all the RuneScape content I watch, get a Raid Shadow
Yeah.
Legends ad to start the video, and then I get a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship in the video.
Does anyone even actually like mobile games? Like they're just like such like.
I'll say a lot of the people that I watch that do those ads, they actually like, I can see them on Twitter posting stuff about them actually playing it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people though, but a couple.
I just
Well,
sent a GIF. Holy fuck. Literally
Oh, I
scared
can't
the
show
shit
it.
out of me.
Oh great.
Sorry.
I'm not even gonna be able to show this.
Sorry for the audio viewers. Wait.
I don't.
No, I don't even think
Go
I'll be able to show this
Oh,
for video,
fuck.
can I?
Yeah, I don't even want to watch it just judging by the title.
It's not even gory. It's just spooky. You don't expect it. It's unexpected.
I'm just watching it over before I let it play on video. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
All right, so it's dude just chilling on the road, you know.
Oh no.
Just driving along the highway, about to
Yeah.
pass a slower driver.
Go for the pass, yeah, and it's like, oh, I gotta go back over into my lane, and fuck.
Guy out of fucking nowhere.
Holy shit!
And you don't even fucking see that shit too. Holy fuck.
That's why I guess trucks would be better because you see over that shit. I
Yeah,
guess.
I know. Holy fuck.
Fuck that though. Drive my car.
Yeah, no, it's like
do you
I like
drive that Dodge Ram?
Dodge Ram 1500.
I love cars because they're low to the ground and like they're smaller,
Yeah.
better turning radius, but like at the
And
same
when I
time
hit,
it's like
I'll
they're
most
kind of
likely die.
they're kind of fucking death traps, especially compared to
So-
some
It-
vehicles today.
Everything's a fucking death trap.
If you had to drive a truck, would you drive the Dodge Ram or the Toyota Tundra?
Tundra.
Neither.
But I'd rather get one of the new
GMC.
2024 Bronco. Wink, wink.
GMC Sierra,
Yep,
bro.
well,
All
buddy,
day.
it's Chevy only. It's Chevy only.
GMC is
Yeah,
kind of like Chevy, kind of,
They are
Oh,
the
they-
same.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
exactly the same.
Yeah.
just different
Yeah.
branding.
GMC's
And
better now.
slightly different design.
Yeah. It's because isn't GMC just like the
Isn't Canada?
no? I'm saying isn't GMC like the high end, like how Infinity is
Yeah,
the high
and-
end of Nissan
well,
and Acura is the
and
high
then-
end of Honda.
And then like Pontiac's in there too, right? And stuff.
Pontiac. Yeah, except
Pontiac.
Pontiac
No,
isn't
I-
made anymore.
I think they're pretty much
Is that true?
Pontiac hasn't been around since like 2008.
Really?
Yeah. No, I think
Oh.
Chevy and GMC like they're more like lateral. They're not really like better than each other.
Yeah.
I think GMC is more modeled like more rugged.
Yeah.
And then Chevy's
Um,
more like I don't know, that's the way it seems.
Yeah, GM discontinued Pontiac in April 27th, 2009.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
11 years ago. Yeah, because I was going to
Okay,
buy a
no
2008
wonder-
G8.
No wonder I haven't seen any new Pontiac cars except for
That's
like
literally
the,
why all
the
you see
old,
is like
the,
Pontiac
the old
Sunfires.
Sunfire.
Oh,
Yeah,
apparently
Sunfire, yeah.
GMC's cost a little bit more,
Yeah, because they're the high end
Oh.
Chevys.
even though it's not even really that much more high end.
No, but they do like more of the luxuries are like
Yeah.
stock, probably, I would assume. Kind of like my car, how my car is an Infinity, so it's the higher end of Nissan.
Yeah.
So like it comes base model with like leather interior.
Let's revive American Motor Corporation.
AMC.
Yeah, let's make
Blech.
some AMCs, man. Dude, some of those early AMC cars though, they weren't bad.
Garbage.
They look nice though.
The hell's AMC?
AMC here. Oh.
I gotta
It-
look this up.
I
Oh
gotta
God,
make
what
sure I
are
get cars,
these
not
things?
the show.
What the hell are these things? These things look like disasters.
Like there are some decent ones. Like I kind of like them because they're so weird.
Yeah, the AMC
Yeah, that-
Gremlin was sick.
They are crazy. These are like weird, demented, like 80s, 70s kind of looking.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my.
this is like
Oh, AMC AMX. Ooh.
Okay, this one I'm looking at here. What is it? The 72 AMC Javelin. That looks kind of cool.
Here we go. The Electron.
Oh, the AMC Pacer. Now that's a real mobile. 75 AMC Pacer.
man. I don't know.
Go buy what are they called? There was one in a Fast and the Furious movie where they did a drag race for the car. I can't remember.
I've never
Okay.
even seen these things before. This is so weird.
I always forget about Buick. I always
Yeah,
forget that they
Buick's
still
just-
make cars.
Yeah.
Who owns Buick even? Is that General Motors?
Yeah.
And that's
Oh.
more SUVs and sedans, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. A Chevy Chevelle.
Oh, the fucking Chevelles,
Oh, the
dude.
Chevelle, buddy.
The Chevelle,
Yeah.
like that, like one of like those red Chevelles with black stripes. That's one of my dream cars. Yeah,
This
that one.
right here.
Yeah,
That's nice. Yeah.
Mm,
fucking love
the
that shit, man.
Chevelle.
Dude. Even like the Camino, cause like the Camino shares like a similar front to
Camino.
to that.
With the nice box in the back.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Mm, El Camino. There was some dude up the street from me. He used to have two just sitting in his driveway all the time.
Fuck, man.
Why would you have two?
I think one was a parts car.
One for
Oh,
the
fair
weekend,
enough.
one for the weekdays.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
dude.
mean, and if he grew up with El Caminos, like why not?
Mhm.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Maybe it was just Jesse Pinkman.
Straight up, yeah.
El
There we go.
I mean, Breaking Bad did take place in like what, like 2008, 2009.
True. For a show or for a movie called El Camino, there was really the El Camino was not really there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, doesn't like
Not really.
what does El Camino mean in Spanish? Doesn't it mean like the running or something? The way. That's what it means. So it's like you could kind of see like the relation, like
Yeah, but I wanted the
when
car.
Jesse got in, like spoiler alert for season 5 of Breaking Bad. But at the end of Breaking Bad, when Jesse gets in the El Camino and drives off, like it's almost as if like it's a mystery. You don't know where he's going. Like he's going like his own way. He's
You
separating from Walt. Walt's gonna die there. Spoilers.
You can go your own way. He's not
Yeah.
dead.
Do they use that song in Breaking Bad?
No. It's because he said he's going his own way, so I said that.
Okay, I was just wondering, like that would be so on the nose, like.
Curtis, you should watch that show if you haven't.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those. I feel like I know everything about it, you know.
But
Just-
it's
just
still
like-
good. Like even just throw it on the background. Like it's a good show just to have like watched, so you like kind of have seen it.
Especially the Fly
Right.
episode.
That's
like-
the worst one.
My
though.
Like,
dad
the
saw
worst-
it once on TV, and he saw the Fly episode, and that's why he never watched it.
It's the worst
Oh.
rated one, but in the grand scale of things, it does have a purpose. There is some important.
Yeah, but if it's like the
development.
first episode you're seeing, it's like,
yeah,
Well,
it's
I
awful.
mean, the
Dude.
first episode you see should be episode 1.
Well, honestly, like the first couple episodes of season 1, they're pretty fucking dry and boring.
the pilot episode, yeah. Because isn't it the pilot episode is just him finding out he has cancer, and he like
Yeah.
finds Jesse or whatever?
But I mean, like the pilot episode does have interesting aspects, like the intro. You know, like when the RV crashes into the ditch, like literally the first scene, and then he
Yeah.
hears the sirens. Like that's kind of like a good draw, and then you get
Wee-woo.
drawn into it. Then it's boring.
Oh.
You mean like the
Okay.
first season of Better Call Saul?
Yeah, it's like just boring. It's like old character development and like world story building, kind of.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's still a
Yeah.
good show.
I don't know. I'm not really into TV storytelling like that. I like good movies and stuff, but
Like,
TV shows.
I
don't know.
honestly I don't I like I like series more than like movies because like it just there's more time to like build the world and develop the characters.
That's true. I guess movies are more like they feel like they're more just like a really tight character arc. They
Yeah.
have there's style to movies. There's always personal touch and direction and lighting and actors and everything. And if you watch all of a movie and you don't like it, then you spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours instead of however long
True.
watching a show. Like when people talk about shows like Lost and stuff like that, where they're like, "Oh, I loved it until that ending or whatever."
Just don't
you
watch
know?
the ending, man.
Yeah, so that's weird. I like a movie where it's just a concise story told in however long, you know.
And like I also like stories that build the world around it too.
Right.
Like
Well, I guess-
I'm trying to think of a show that does that. I mean, like The Witcher kind of did that in a way.
Okay, so yeah, it's more long form anyway. You kind of get to know everything in the world and the characters and
Yeah, like
details more.
but like downsides like series like that, like when it has to like build the world and like develop characters, there are episodes that are going to be more boring than others, which is almost
yeah,
like
because it's
an
not a
inevitability.
tight
Yeah.
it's not a tight story. I just like when everything can build just around like a certain character, their arc, like something like The Godfather, you know, where it really just builds the characters really well and just has a boom.
You come to me on my daughter's wedding.
You come to me.
Exactly.
So I just
In-
looked over at my other
In
screen.
my home.
I looked over at my other screen where I have everything recording, and it's all going like 1 frame a second, and I'm really scared.
I mean, it looks. Oh, what you're recording? This screen share
Like-
looks fine.
Like, yeah, but my the OBS looks good, but my Adobe Audition is like just lagging through.
Oh, your audio.
Yeah, but I think it's working because it's still going.
We'll find out.
Yeah, hopefully.
If you're listening to this, then the audio worked.
Yeah,
And if you're
or-
not listening to this, then you'll never know.
The audio worked, or I made it work somehow.
Fair enough. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, is that the end of this episode?
I mean, I could
Episode
keep
2?
going.
It's up to
We
you
gotta
guys.
save.
How
We
long-
gotta
well, how
save
long have
stuff
we
for
been going?
future episodes.
a little
About
over an
over
hour.
an
I mean-
hour. Over an
But
hour.
I mean, that's the thing though. Like, literally, we could talk about anything for hours.
True.
Like when you think
Yeah.
about it, when we'd go out grab some buck, like we don't get
Grab
bored.
some
We don't.
fuck.
Yeah, when we grab some fuck, like we keep the conversations going, and they don't necessarily relate. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, both ones. Okay, grab some buck,
No, he said grab
Like,
some
what-
muck,
muck.
and then I said grab some fuck,
Oh, okay. Oh, grab some muck as in food. Is
Yeah,
that
like
some
I'm
weird
gonna
word for
muck some food.
like muck banging.
Yeah.
Is that why it's called mukbang? I thought that was like a
Yeah.
Korean word.
I mean, it might be. I don't fucking know. I'm not Korean. Couldn't tell you if it is.
I thought mukbang. Okay, I'm gonna look it up because I thought that was a Korean word, and that's why people called it that.
I don't know. I just like I heard the term. I'm gonna muck some food.
Yeah, we.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, mukbang is a Korean term. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, on Urban Dictionary, muck, food, usually the type you eat when you're stoned. Yo, let's get some muck. I'm fucking ripped.
Okay, but I don't get
I
it
really
ripped
like
when
it
we
just
go.
says food. I just like it just says muck food.
Yeah, it's just food.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, hey, can you get some muck? Can you get some food? Hey, you want to go for some muck? Get some food?
That just makes food sound disgusting.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna muck some food. Or it's like even though you can say like I'm gonna muck that food, it's like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna fucking muck some food.
Like Muck from Pokemon.
Muck. What
Yeah,
Pokemon
Muck
is that?
from Pokemon.
Oh, muck. M-U-Q.
Well,
or
you guys
R-U-K.
talking about that weeb shit?
You
and
mean
muck,
you mean
muck
muck
backwards
backwards?
spells cum.
Oh no. I hate when people talk about food in gross ways. Like I hate when people are like want to get some grub and stuff
Grub.
like that, you know?
Well, I mean, like,
I just like
does
one
muck,
more
is muck
grub.
gross to you?
I just like calling it food. Like
So-
let's not be
So
Hey,
Curtis, did you
aspect
hate
So,
it
like-
in Gears of War when they said scratch one grub?
I don't remember. I don't remember what they said in Gears of War.
Scratch one grub.
Scratch one.
I
muck.
just I just think let's just not call food gross things. I
No,
don't
yeah,
know.
sorry. Let's say it how we say it in our group chat. Are we going for some din din?
Yeah, that's good. I like din din. I like din.
You don't like
din.
muck, but you like din din.
Yeah, I like din
How-
din. It's nice.
Man, we sound like fucking children with the fact that we say
I
din
like-
din. If anyone's went into that group chat, like one of our Facebooks got hacked and they just saw din din, they're like, what the fuck?
There's a lot more questionable things you would see other than din din, but yeah.
Oh, like you being an absolute scary racist all the time, going on your rants.
Oh, get out of here! You can't just say stuff like that and make like,
Watch out, guy in the middle with
See,
the anime
when you
face.
when you say
Hardcore
stuff
racist,
like
hates
that.
everybody.
When you say stuff like that, it's like you put me in a corner. When you could say that to somebody, and then what? You could be like, no, I don't say that. No, I don't do that.
See,
No, I don't
he's
do
defending
that.
himself.
Wow.
No, I'm saying like if you. Well, no, I don't. I don't do that. I'm just saying you put me.
All
You
right,
made
I'll
me think
clarify.
about it too much.
I'll clarify. He's not
he's
a racist.
He's a racist.
He's a
I'm
huge
just like
racist.
when you say that, and people don't know.
He's a
like, what are you
grandmaster or grand wizard.
Yeah, he's a grand wizard.
like what are you supposed to say to reply? Like you just like,
You just what's
You,
what's
you
the
don't
thing
try to
from the
justify your excuse. That's what you do.
the Madagascar penguins? Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
smile and wave. No. Well, because you never want to be someone who's like, no, I don't do that.
Because
No,
when
I
you
don't
get
do
defensive, it
that.
sounds like you are. You're just trying to hide.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
Yeah, that's
Well,
why
then why are
you.
you
thought
getting
of- you
why are you
made-
getting so
yeah.
defensive then?
I'm not. You just made me think about it too much.
Think about how you're such a racist all the time.
But then like what would the response be if I just was like, yeah, that's what I do?
Yeah,
You
just
know?
just own up to being a massive racist. Just
I mean,
You
It's
get out of here,
okay.
See what you're doing.
you
See
can
what you're doing.
just because we go to your room and we see in your closet the Grand Wizard costume. We don't question it. We let you be.
yeah,
Okay.
people are allowed freedom of expression.
Yeah, even if you're a piece of shit for it.
Yeah,
Sure.
surprised we're even
See,
doing this
wow.
podcast with you. Like,
Yeah, I
wow.
know. Honestly, we're giving you exposure, giving you a
Oh.
platform.
Wow, for you to spread your hate and misogyny. Oh my god,
Is that what I've been doing on this podcast?
the audacity!
This episode?
Holy shit!
You started the last one off by saying that we're an exclusive club.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's
Where-
right. I did
Where
say.
anyone can be one of the boys.
Oh,
Okay, that's not. No. Oh, okay, wait.
We're
Okay, now
molding
you're
his
kinda-
words into him being a fat racist.
Yeah, now you're kind of twisting in a weird way.
No,
but- 'cause
that's
I'm-
straight up
I
how
meant
you
to
started it. It's like where
Well, I
anyone
meant
can
to
be
say-
one of the boys.
Yeah, anyone's one of the boys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it means. Like everyone's
Except,
one of, like. Oh my god! I
Are you
didn't
trying
say
to s-
except.
Are you trying to say that everyone has to be a boy?
No, I'm just
Wow.
saying
Oh
like
my
one of the
god.
one of the boys is a general. You guys came up with his name. I'm just trying to like. You
We're
guys
just
literally came up
twisting
with
it
this
on you.
name. You brought this name, and I'm now trying to work
Look at how
with this name.
look at how
you gave.
defensive he's
yeah,
getting.
quit defending. Just own up to it. It's okay.
I just like you gave me this name.
Dude, it's like
Oh.
sometimes it's better just to like say sorry than like
Yeah.
I
try
know.
to deny it.
You're just making it worse.
Say sorry makes it sound like I did those things. So no, that's not good at all.
Then you shouldn't have said them, man.
Yeah, come on.
That's the way it goes.
Oh, so
This
are we?
is it, you can't- Oh my god, what?
Is that how we're wrapping it up?
Sure, we
Is,
get
is this how we're
Yeah,
is this how we're doing the no glove, no love?
we'll get out of here.
Oh,
People
speaking
are-
of gloves, do you guys know
I've
what
been framed.
gloving is?
Where
Okay,
you,
we're
like,
gonna
take
end this
someone's skin off?
episode. We're gonna
Yeah,
end this
it's
episode
pretty
right
much
now,
like when
everybody.
people like will get like their skin
So,
caught and like
you're-
it'll almost rip it off, like almost like you got your glove ripped off.
Okay,
Curtis, you're trying to
everyone,
end
so
this. Just
welcome.
remember this, Curtis. I'm the editor. I can just
Alright.
cut your fucking audio
Curtis,
from
Curtis,
this part.
Curtis, don't worry. You could continue with the outro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, like degloving super fucked up. There's a subreddit for it. Curtis,
Okay,
keep going.
no.
Keep
Let's
talking.
just okay. No, whatever.
Okay,
Let's-
everyone. This has been the Boys Only Cast
The
episode
worst
2.
are
If you
when
like
the ring
more,
fingers get like the
it-
rings get caught and the entire finger gets peeled off.
okay, Michael.
Oh, don't you turn me on when you say
Alright.
my name like that.
Okay.
This has been the Boys Only Cast episode 2. If you want to hear more of these 3 idiots, and I'm one of them, then tune in for more episodes.
That's
we're gonna
4.
come at you. Apparently, we're gonna come at you on Tuesdays. so
Tuesdays at 4 p.m. on YouTube and Spotify for sure.
Get
Apple
ready.
Podcasts whenever that shit decides to work.
all right, everyone. Until then, keep it cool.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Degloving.